Hey, I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform. Back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you guys like this one. But before I start the video, please like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
So it finally happened, okay? What y'all wanted all along, what y'all voted for, the whole Make America Great Again thing, yeah, it finally happened. Y'all got what you wanted. Y'all are ruining people's lives, people who have kids that depend on them to provide, okay? My cash assistance got dropped down significantly, okay? So now I have to wonder how I'm going to make ends meet next month, okay? I'm good this month, but next month my benefits are getting reduced, okay? That's not including the free money that I get to drive myself to where I need to go, okay? I used to get $400 in transportation money. So it finally happened, okay? What y'all wanted all along, what y'all voted for, the whole Make America Great Again thing, yeah, it finally happened. Y'all got what you wanted. Y'all are ruining people's lives, people who have kids that depend on them to provide, okay? My cash assistance got dropped down significantly, okay? So now I have to wonder how I'm going to make ends meet next month, okay? I'm good this month, but next month my benefits are getting reduced, okay? That's not including the free money that I get to drive myself to where I need to go, okay? I used to get $400 in transportation money, and now I'm only going to be getting $100, okay? So I'm not going to be able to go and get my nails done like I do each month. I'm not going to be able to go on dates like I choose to do each month, okay? I have 7 kids that I have to provide for. I deserve to do self-care. Now I can't do those things.
I get food stamps, and I'm a young 23-year-old stay-at-home mom of 4, and people think that I should be embarrassed or that I shouldn't be, bragging. I'm not even bragging. I'm just stating facts that I do get food stamps. And no, I'm not embarrassed about getting food stamps. But y'all be talking about back in my day, I would never tell people I have food stamps. Oh my gosh, I would be so embarrassed. But why are you embarrassed about getting food? Well, why are you embarrassed about getting food? Because me personally, baby, can never be me. Yes, I get food stamps. Over on IG, baby, they calling me the EBT queen. The EBT queen. And look, I don't give a damn about that shit. The fuck? Call me whatever the hell you want. As if I would care about what y'all about to say about me. If it ain't my kids talking about me, then I don't have nothing to freaking worry about. And they ain't done that shit yet. So thank you. So yep, I will be spending my $2,000 food stamps to buy whatever the hell I want, just like I've stated in all my other videos, because it's my food stamps with y'all's tax dollars. And I'm assuming not my tax dollars as well, right? Because I assume I don't work, right? Or is that y'all's assumptions? Oh, clock it.
Question that needs answering, for real. If you're an adult and you're aware that you need to clean yourself, clothe yourself, feed yourself, shelter yourself, right? You're struggling with that. Why would you go have a baby? Why would you go have multiple babies? If you're already struggling to do those things for yourself. Question that needs answering. For real.
I was just in Wawa getting my wrap. It was this young boy in there. And he had to be between 15 and 17 maybe. As you know, the boys grow fast. They be tall. But he came up while I was at the register to ask the cashier. He was like, "Excuse me, sir. You can get a cold sandwich on food stamps." And the cashier was like, "Huh? I can't hear you. You have to speak up." He was like, "I said you can get a cold sandwich on food stamps." He was like, oh yeah, just make sure you don't toast it. Make sure you don't add bacon. You know, like anything that's cooked. He was so, I wanted to tell that boy, don't be ashamed. Swipe that card with pride. The case ain't in your name, baby. Your mama food stamps. Or your daddy or your auntie or whoever food stamps. Do not be ashamed. Go and get you your sandwich. And then go home and toast it.
So the girl gets on and makes a video about how she's mad because her food stamps are gonna get cut. I think she said she got like $1,000. Now she getting like $300. And she was talking about she got so many kids, maybe 3 or 4 kids, and how hard it's gonna be. And then they trying to regulate what she can buy with the food stamps. I don't know how true this is, but I'm gonna give you my opinion. This is my honest opinion about these food stamps, because I ain't never got none. My mama is 86 years old and can't get no food stamps. But people that are healthy and able to work are able to get thousands of dollars of food stamps. I went to the grocery store the other day and I worked, and I had to second guess some stuff. Look at it twice, because I put some shit back because I had to buy groceries out of my own money. See what I'm saying? That's what you do when you have to buy groceries out your own money. Y'all mad because now they saying that you only going to be able to buy certain products with the food stamps. That's what you should do, because most of them that getting food stamps, they be honest, they ain't working, they ain't doing nothing. Why you ain't cooking no dinner? I'm cooking dinner before I go to work, trying to make healthy choices and on a budget when I go grocery shopping. But these folk mad because they had $1,000-something worth of food stamps and they being cut. I ain't never had no food stamp and don't want none, because I'm glad that God gives me the grace and the mercy over my life that I'm able to work and provide for my kids. And guess what else I ain't gonna do? I ain't gonna have 4, 5, 6, and 7 kids trying to feed them because I know I'm gonna get food stamps. See, somebody that don't get food stamps, you very careful to how many kids you get, because you know you got umpteen mouths to feed and you can't afford it. See, around here when you work, you got to be on a budget, and we very careful what we buy at the grocery store. You don't see people that, you can tell people in the grocery store that ain't got no food stamp. Look at that budget. Very little stuff in there. The stuff matching, like meal to meal is matching. You see that. But when you folk got food stamps, you can tell, because they got 2 and 3 buckets full of a bunch of mess, crap, and junk that ain't healthy for your kids. I agree. If Trump cutting the food stamps down and stuff like that, I agree. Maybe my mama can get some now, who has worked all her life and told me to work so I wouldn't have to get on food stamps. So when I got to my age of 86, I hope God bless me like she 86, that the government gonna take care of you, which they're not, because all these healthy folk are getting all the food stamps. I said what I said.
At this point, I really think that y'all are just jealous, okay? Y'all are coming at me out of pure jealousy because I'm at home minding my business, feeding my kids, okay, on public assistance, mind you. Y'all are really that mad because you're having to bend backwards at your little 9 to 5, okay, maybe 9 to 8, whatever. You chose to work that much. So don't come at me. Don't try to sit there and pass judgment on me because I'm at home literally minding my business, feeding my kids. Okay? Yes, I do the bare minimum so that my kids are fed, so they have a roof over their head. I'm entitled to this benefit because I applied and I qualified for it. So why are y'all really mad? Why? For what reason? I'll wait. Because it's not making a whole lot of sense. Y'all think you're clocking somebody? Y'all think you're clocking somebody by telling me I'm lazy and that I need to get up and get a job and I need to provide for my kids? Baby, I've been doing this for 17 years. You think I give a fuck? No.
4 baby daddies. You know what? We were responsible. We didn't have that many children. And even if we did, then we worked. And you refusing to get a job? That's why they've come out with this. People who are able-bodied need to do something, because it's not fair to the taxpayers to have to raise you and your children. No.
Why does Trump want all of the personal information from food stamp recipients? What does he want with that? Earlier this summer, the Trump administration said that they needed to turn over all of the personal sensitive data from anyone that received SNAP, right? The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, food stamps. Now, when people apply for SNAP, they do have to include, obviously, private personal information. However, they're told that that information will not be used for any other purpose other than that application. The Trump administration has been saying that they need that information turned over to them. Anyone that has ever received SNAP benefits, their personal information would have to be turned over to the Trump administration. Well, Rob Bonta and many other attorney generals in this country refused to do that. And then the Trump administration said that he would be cutting SNAP for the states that refused to turn over that personal sensitive data. So then Rob Bonta, along with Letitia James and 21 other state attorneys general, they sued the Trump administration saying, no, we're not going to turn over. So what's great is that a lot of states now have received temporary orders blocking the USDA from cutting off funding for SNAP because they refuse to turn over that personal data. But my question is, what does Trump want with this data? That there was a South Carolina judge whose home just got blown up. She had recently ruled against the Trump administration not allowing South Carolina's voter files to be shared with the Trump administration.
I don't know how many times I've said it in my previous videos that I am not getting a job. Ever. I don't know why that bothers some of you, but that's not really my problem. You know, but I'm tired of seeing it in my comments. So can you just shut up already? I made a nice video about my EBT food stamps and all of the groceries I got, and I'm getting nothing but hate comments on that. There's so many jealous people in this world. It's insane. I can't help that I receive food stamps from the government. That is not my fault. I can't help that we do not make enough money to sustain living in this world today, because today's prices are ridiculous. It is not my fault that I had 3 children brought into this world. So stop telling me to close my legs or stop popping out babies. I can do what I want. Not my fault. But if I want to have more kids and stay on welfare, then that's what I'm gonna do, and you're just gonna have to suck it up. If one more person tells me to get a job, I'm going to fucking scream. Yeah, so we're doing pretty good. And I don't work, I stay home, and I collect my EBT.
Okay, so I don't know when it was put into effect, but yesterday when I went to the grocery store and I swiped my EBT card, there was many items, most of the items that I had tried to pay for with my EBT card were declined. And that resulted in embarrassment for me because I was expected to pay out of pocket for food that should have been covered with my EBT card. Like simple items like cake, I got donuts, I got pop, and I got a big case of energy drinks. There was like 12 pack of energy drinks I got. And I got like 8 bags of chips. And none of them were covered on EBT. And when I turned around and asked someone if they could help cover what wasn't covered on EBT, every single last person that I asked for help told me no. I don't know who voted on this, but it's not right. There's people out here struggling like me that need to buy food.
I'm so sick and tired of not getting enough food stamps. I used to be able to buy steak. Now I have to buy lunch meat and bologna. Like, what the heck? Come on. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to have more children. What the heck?
So what people need to understand is that when I go to the grocery store and use my food stamp card, that is my business. What I put in my buggy, if I want to buy pop, if I want to buy energy drinks that my kids need, that's my business, not yours. Why do y'all worry so much on that? And then I had someone message me and tell me that I shouldn't be buying a birthday cake with my EBT card. Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds? I don't have any other way to buy a cake for my child on their birthday. The only way that I can figure out is to use my EBT card. So it's either I do that or my kid doesn't have a birthday. Okay? And then people are mad that I'm buying bags of candy, okay, for my kids. That is what I give my kids to keep them quiet, okay, pretty much. Because if I don't do that and I don't buy the chips and I don't buy the cakes and donuts and stuff that my kids like, they are going to antagonize me. Do you understand the tantrums that I'm going to hear about if I don't buy all that stuff? Stop telling me what to buy on my food stamp card.
For the people that was talking about oh, my kids need that backpack buddies, that little bag that they gave Peach. Do my kids still need it? And I'm not even done yet, y'all. I'm not even done. It's more coming. Shopping a little different this month. So I got 2 4-pounds of party wings. I got the kids a Snicker ice cream, also the Twix. I got 2 gallons of milk, 2 natural almond loaf of bread, 2 half gallons of chocolate milk, grape jelly, 2 things of peanut butter, bananas for the kids, strawberries, 2 5-pounds of French fries, Lucky Charm, Fruity Pebbles, Frosty Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, another Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Fruit Loops. 2 packs of these Baudette noodles that my kids like. 4 packs of hot dogs. These are the 8 packs. So 8. I really need me a deep freezer, y'all. I got 6 packs of ground turkey. So y'all, this is the 30 punches of Capri Suns. So I got 60 worth. I need some Coca-Cola. So I have 24 packs of Coca-Cola. My daughter likes her some Sprite. So she has 24 packs of Sprite. And the rest of my kids, they enjoy Dr. Pepper. 24 packs of Dr. Pepper. 12 packs of Gatorade. Rice Krispie Treats, the 60 count. Minis. Pizza rolls. I got 10-pound bag of sugar for 8 can of corn. These are the family size of green beans. I got 40. Y'all, I'm so hot that will complete 1 order of my shopping today. I have another one coming.
With the government being shut down, I'm not getting my food stamps. And, you know, it's October 3rd today. And I've been sitting here stressing about how I'm going to feed my family because that's $800 that I would normally get to put towards groceries that I'm not getting. What am I supposed to do? And it's just infuriating because I know, you know, Congress is getting their paychecks. The president's getting his paycheck. And it's their fault that the government is shut down right now because they don't know how to do their job. You know, they've caused all this inflation. They've made it impossible to make a living. And then they go and they shut down the fucking government. They just take these days off with pay. And, you know, there's a bunch of government employees that aren't Congress that are having to work for free right now. Like air traffic control. And, I mean, how are they feeding their families? I'm normally in bed by like 9 o'clock at night. And it's almost midnight here. And I'm still up stressing. They at least need to send me my money.
Now, I know that a lot of these people are here for a rage bait. They're here to piss people off, trying to go viral, basically saying the quiet parts out loud, right? Because there are a lot of people who act, think, feel the same way, but they're not ballsy enough to get online and say what they want to say, because some of these creators who even will come on and talk about food stamps will shut their comments off. I've noticed that on a lot of them because people will come for you. And rightfully so. I mean, if you are a single mom, you're struggling, you just lost your job, and you're doing everything you're supposed to do. You're not buying just nothing but junk. You're not just living off the government. Like they say, it's a hand up, not a handout. So I don't mind the people who truly need it, that will benefit them and their family in whatever they're going through in the moment. But it's the people that get on here and just basically show off that they have food stamps. They're so proud of it. Who cares? No shame in their game. They're gonna swipe that food card no matter who's looking, no matter what's going on. And those are the ones that are just like, really? It's not a flex. Like, it truly isn't. I know some of these people do their food stamp grocery hauls, which they get good views. That's great. And there are some benefits to that. I mean, they're not flaunting the fact that they buy all this junk food and that, but in some of those, it's kind of questionable what they are buying, because you're like, where are the meals? Where's your meal prep? And I get it. I am a single mom, 2 young kids. I like fast meals, but at the same time, I don't just go out and buy a whole bunch of junk food and a whole bunch of nonsense for my kids to eat. No, they need to eat a good, healthy meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then they have snack time. So, yeah, it's just wild. It is so wild. But let me know what you think down below, and have a good day.